Owen Shroyer from INFOWARS.com. The Donald Trump protesters have finally arrived. They're out in numbers. Time to feast. Are you an American citizen?
I am.
Well, Trump is your president then.
No, he's not.
No, he is. You think that something's going to happen to prevent him from getting in office?
I'm a woman and a sexually assaulted woman, so that's
Who is he sexually assaulted?
Women.
Who?
The 10 women he was on trial.
Name one.
Name.
They dropped their cases.
She's sexually assaulted 10 by someone who's 16 years old.
Excuse me? I'll talk to you then. I'm sorry, sir. Can I talk to her?
We're going to keep our distance.
Who are you? So can I talk to her? All right, fine. You're fine. Where did you go to college?
Where do you think? I'm a fucking professor at the University of Texas. What did you
That
know?
explains a lot. Does Donald Trump hate people?
No, but I think that he...
Yes, he does.
Who does he hate?
I mean,
Donald Trump's not going to do anything. He's not going to do anything.
people for being retarded on live television.
No, that's a mainstream media lie.
No, I can show you a video.
Yeah, we've all seen the video,
We've seen
buddy.
the video of him waving his hand.
We've seen the video.
Yeah, no, you need to see it again.
Here to mock a reporter with a disability. Take a look.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
That reporter he is talking about is Serge Kovaleski, who now works for the New York Times. As you can see right there, he suffers from a chronic condition that impairs movement of his arms. A Times spokesman says they find it outrageous that Trump would ridicule the man's appearance.
When you see the president of the bank, I mentioned the word regulator. These guys come in, they run the banks. What do you think about ISIS? Oh, ISIS is very tough. They said, Senator Cruz, what do you think of waterboarding? I don't want to talk about it. You know, he didn't want to talk about waterboarding.
I've seen it plenty of times, but you can show me.
I mean, you just want to.
You're like a parrot, though. You just say the same thing over and over about Donald Trump. No, I'm trying to have a conversation right now.
No, you're not. You're
Yeah.
talking over me.
Okay, show me your video that shows Donald Trump making fun of retarded people somehow. See, you know what your problem is? You're so sensitive, you can't handle someone just
I'm
being
sorry,
real,
I'm not
living
done
in the
talking.
moment, you know?
Yeah.
You weren't talking. Are you a professor too?
Fuck off.
Are you a professor too?
Right off. Go away with your bullshit fake news.
Do you always make fart noises with your mouth?
Do you always make fun noises with your mouth?
No, I'm not the one doing it. No human is being illegal. Hey, can I go to Mexico and vote in the Mexican election?
Are you a human being?
Can I vote for the Mexican president?
Do you have value as a human being?
Of course,
Yes,
everyone
I do.
does.
Do you
Yes.
have how do you exercise that power?
I'm
as
out here talking to
value?
you right now.
Wonderful. And I'm
So can I
recognizing
vote for the Mexican president?
how does that relate to the sign?
Because your sign is insinuating that immigrants coming here illegally is a humanitarian issue. Am I right? Is that what your sign is saying? So I'm asking you, can I walk to Mexico and vote for the Mexican president?
I don't think that question.
Yeah, that doesn't apply to something.
Well, you've got people coming to America that aren't American citizens that are getting welfare money and they're voting in our election. No, I was born here. I'm a
People
citizen.
who stole this country.
Stole this country.
Yeah.
You don't even know about my family.
You have no evidence of that.
Jesus would control the border.
You clown.
Everybody who
I'm
lives
a
here now is
clown.
living
How am I a
here
clown?
Did you think that illegals voted that election?
Okay, well they
There's
did.
no evidence.
What about?
No, the people who say that 9/11 was an inside job now say that illegals voted that election. That's the only evidence you have. That makes you.
So even though there's been
No evidence.
hold on. So even though there's been legislation passed in certain cities to get illegals to vote, it doesn't exist.
Oh, you're making that up. You're an idiot.
I'm making that up.
You're dumb.
All right.
Let's talk about
Thank
this.
you. Do you think your students would be proud of you being out here?
Yes, they are, actually.
So
You wanna
so
know
they
what I
support
teach?
you
You want to know what I teach?
political science.
No, I don't teach political science, you asshat.
What do you teach?
Why do you think I stand here?
I don't know. What do you teach?
Do you know what the sign means?
Yeah, you want to support the dreamers. You want to support the dreamers. Actually, didn't President Trump actually support the Dreamer bill? Didn't he end up supporting the Dreamer bill? Personally, I'm not really a big fan of the wall.
And it's the
I agree. I agree.
We have
But
every right to shoot people.
But don't you think that there needs to be? But don't you think there needs to be law and order though? No, that's not true.
The rhetoric
No, that's not the rhetoric.
No. You have power as a citizen.
But hold on,
And
if you're a
we're
citizen,
losing that because we are saying essentially you don't even have the power.
let me counterpoint real quick. Let me counterpoint. Are you an American
So
citizen?
vote with your dollars.
Are you an
because
American
you
citizen?
Don't actually have.
Are you an American citizen?
Depending on who recognizes your status.
Are you an
Who
American
recognizes
citizen?
you as
Are you American citizen?
Documented or undocumented.
Are you an American citizen?
When all of your
Why
rights
can't you, there's
have
no
been-
such thing.
Yeah. You're a fucking idiot.
Why don't you like Trump?
That's a question.
Yeah, you're a professor. You should know that.
Black people, he want to have Ben Carson on his team. Deal with that.
He's not a black
Ooh.
person.
Yes, he is.
What? Wait, what color is? Wait, Ben Carson isn't black.
Whitewash.
What university you from? What university you from?
He is whitewash. He is a dimwit.
Ben Carson, a neurosurgeon, is a dimwit.
Yeah, he is.
So according to your reality, Ben Carson is a whitewashed dimwit. In reality, he's an African American neurosurgeon, ma'am.
He's a neurosurgeon, but he's good at one thing. You know what I mean?
What?
What was that movie?
Brain surgery?
No. Did you ever see Rain Man? Did you ever see Rain Man?
What, a movie?
Yeah.
I don't think so, no. So what's the point?
Go watch it. Because the guy.
Oh, go watch a movie and I'll understand everything.
Well, not you.
I'll understand how Ben Carson is actually a white dimwit, even though he's a black neurosurgeon.
No, he's good at one thing, just like Rain Man in the movie. He was a.
What is he good at?
He was an
Brain surgery?
physician. Yeah. You ask him any other question.
Okay.
He's as dumb as a box of rocks.
Yeah, all right. But you, though, how about you?
What about me?
What are you good at?
Well,
Fatality.
what's it to you?
Well, you're here making fun of a brain surgeon, so you must be something spectacular. What are you, an astronaut?
What are you, an asshole?
Okay, thank you for your time. So you're not an American citizen? Don't you understand, though? You're an American citizen, you pay taxes, and you vote in the election, right? When you have people that come here that aren't citizens, they're taking your tax dollars, and they're demeaning your vote by voting in the election. Don't you understand how that demeans your vote?
No, I don't think it demeans that vote, and I don't think that's.
So if you vote,
Because-
let's say that
No,
you
that's
vote
not
for
the
Hillary
issue.
Clinton and 10 Mexicans
The
vote
issue is
for
not
Donald
about-
Trump. Does that not demean your vote?
When you're talking about votes, you're not talking about human dignity and human value.
But that's a human right.
Is
In
voting
a republic,
human right?
in a democratic
America, yeah.
republic, yeah. Absolutely.
When people are talking about
You don't think it's a right?
the militarization of the
You
border,
realize that
Part
in
of
some
our
countries you
Constitution
can't
is the right
vote.
to vote. That's part of our.
militarization of the border is not about voting.
I'll agree with that.
Right,
No, I'll
that's
agree with that.
the
No, I'll agree with
It's
that.
about economics. And if you don't recognize that human lives are being lost, that if certain lives are
Okay,
being
what about the human lives
we're
that are
saying
lost by
certain-
people that cross the border illegally and then murder Americans?
I mean,
No,
where's
taking
that
human
even-
life
what's
is
the
not
distance to
good.
have
in
that-
any
Dude, I'm done with you.
situation.
This woman is actually having an intelligent conversation. I'm done with you.
Okay, so you're just like Trump. Do you understand?
I wish I had as much money as Trump.
But
But no, I'm not.
All of his businesses have gone bankrupt, or at least most, all of them. Yeah, he's dead.
All
broke.
of
He's
his
dead broke.
businesses
He
have
is
gone
broke.
bankrupt. He's broke.
He's really not dead broke.
Dude, you're a joke, man.
How can you support someone that's a racist? How can
Do you realize that?
support
Hold on.
someone that wants to go around grabbing women by their pussies? What if he was got grabbed?
Oh, he's an alpha male.
He's not an
Oh my God! She said she's gonna grab my penis.
Well, if you can find it.
Honestly, I feel bad. I don't think we should be enemies. I think we're being divided by lies against President Trump. You realize that President Trump... Now, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
He has lied
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Never.
Can you answer one question? Did you know that President Trump has taken homeless black people into Trump Tower and fed and clothed them? Did you know that?
No.
Well, that's true. He doesn't brag about it. He doesn't... The homeless
He
people...
doesn't brag about it
Because he's not a narcissist.
Never happened. Never happened.
The lady... Okay. It never happened because it doesn't support her narrative. What do you think about Greg Fenves saying that Robert E. Lee represents neo-Nazis?
You know who Greg Fenves is?
Yeah, the president of Texas.
Do you know who his father is?
I asked you a question.
You know who his father is?
Probably Mr. Fenves.
You know who his father is?
Mr. Fenves.
You have no fucking clue, do you?
So can you answer
His
my
father
question?
survived Auschwitz. He has every right to say whatever he wants. and to
Okay,
remove
that's
those
interesting logic.
statues.
But I asked a
No,
question.
If you had read his statement, you would know.
I did, and
that.
I'm
You
referring
did
it to you.
not.
It does
You did
Robert E.
not.
Lee represent
You did
neo-Nazis?
not, and you don't read periods.
You're just here trying to look pretty, trying to make a name for yourself.
I can't help how good I look.
Such a big dude. You're so.
I'm a little above average. I'm pretty strong.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm just asking you, does Robert E. Lee represent neo-Nazis? No, ma'am. No, I'm not. This is, look, you see this young man right here? This young man has a bright future, and I love that. I love the fact that this young man has a bright future. So how am I a white supremacist?
A token little person, right?
I've never even met this man before.
Exactly, but you draw him into the camera.
Because he came up and talked to me. Because we're both Americans.
Because he agrees with you.
Because we're Americans.
He agrees with you.
So does Robert E. Lee represent neo-Nazis?
Do I say that?
Fenvis said that.
It has nothing to do with that.
So yes or no, does Robert E. Lee represent neo-Nazis?
That's not what he said, but it's also not what I
Okay,
said.
so the University of Texas professor gets mad at me for saying I don't know who Fenvis is, then misquotes his own statement. Yeah, hide the camera from your embarrassment. You know what? This is why higher education is failing. Excuse me, officer, can you please keep this man? Can you please keep her off my camera? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you know what? That's why she wants to erase this footage, because it shows how ignorant professors are in higher education, folks. All right, hey, you're honestly a sweetheart.
We're all jokes here.
No, you're a sweetheart. This is democracy.
No.
This is real. This is conversation. All right, fine. What do you want? She's a deplorable then. All right, you guys are great. What am I?
You're a little pussy bitch.
Hold, say it again.
Little pussy bitch.
Take it, come on.